Greetings, mortals. I am Nathas, the ruler of the underworld, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of My Hero Academia, chapter 389, titled The Conclusion on Their Talk on Love. Yeah, not really. I mean, there's definitely a conclusion to a certain familiar love, but saying there's a conclusion on their talk of love is a bit weird. Honestly, it really has nothing to do except the fact that Chikoshi decided to make a color page with Toga and Ochako fighting one another right now that looks like the two are either going to kiss, starting to do it, or just, I have no idea. I mean, I think they do a bit in this chapter, but still, they don't really like have anything outside of this. Oh, to be fair, the new volume does have Toga in it, so I guess that might be what's referring to. Again, I'm not certain why, since I don't think she has done anything that major to a volume all about her, but what could you, I suppose? I mean, she did help at the beginning of the arc. Enough. Anyways, as then we have this chapter that's actually titled Relief and Prayers. I don't know why the color page doesn't have it, or at least I can't find it. But who cares? As we got to the battle between the Togorokis, as we have and Natsu, Fuyumi, and Rei using their eyes to cool Darby and the Endeavor off. As we get like this shot of how big of the explosion it's going to be with like run through the forest and everything. As we have a bunch of the reports going for this, as some of the officers who are in the, I guess, in the staff duty are like, the rate of temperature increase at the epicenter has gone down, updating our calculations. So at this rate, no, the likelihood hasn't increased. The explosion is unavoidable. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a smaller one or something like that, or like not as dangerous. Like maybe people with endurance course can survive it. But regardless, we have them seriously their eyes and all over themselves. Like they're kind of holding each other, but they're still getting burned. Like, I feel like the entire family is just gonna be covered with burns and scars after this whole thing, and they'll be like huff huff. As they're getting kind of tired, as we see Darby looking at them while he's getting hugged by Endeavor. It's like hug hug hug. As then Darby is I don't think able to talk, he's actually able to still keep some of his main uh, main gears turning in his hat, similar to how Spinner was losing his hat in when he got multiple quirks. He still managed to like keep the main goals, saving Shigaraki on his mind. It's like everyone's looking at me as he get like a more stable look now. Him as he looks in Davos, you see him like again burning all over. Like I feel like Endeavor would be if he survives, he's gonna be completely covered in scars. Although to be fair, I could still see him dying. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the devil dies like in a kind of like a burn victim status, like which would be kind of ironic, but still would work. As in, Dobby's like, oh, so that's how it is. And then we get Dobby completely normally, like at least normal how he was. We see him like getting scar across his face as a bit of a dare as well, which I think is supposed to be go along with how he is currently scarred. You know how he looks like he's gonna be blowing up. As Adolf is saying to herself, it's kind of smirk as well, that if it really was that simple, as we have a bunch of the heroes in Twice Cup is still fighting there as they're seeing it, as the tiger screams, retreat! Drop ankle, you'll get caught in it! As we see Ochako find a few of the Twice clones, she goes up against a Twice clone with a knife, which is supposed to symbolize that's supposed to be Togash. So so we got after this battle between Endeavor, we are finally going to get a proper Twice versus Ochako fight. Well, not Twice. Ochako versus Toga fight. As then we have Darby just think itself, it should have been sooner, which is true. I mean, if this whole thing happened sooner, like we would be having these blow ups, as we see in Darby's eyes starting to beam from the explosion. Like, yeah, he's got to be burning out. Like, I'm honestly not think. I feel like there's no way you can even save Darby and Angie. Like, if they actually survive, it's gonna be some grave A BS. Like, there's no way I can look around. Like, it's BS. Like, there's no way you can have fire coming out of your eyes and mouth and all over your head and not fucking die. As then we have the vacation vehicles and machines all screaming Someone's going, move it, hurry up, move it. As we have Ken, that's a polling Ken is like, we gotta run because Ken, that's how fast, much faster that's what is than Kendall. Then we get some of the civilians saying, don't worry, if it's gonna be alright. Then we see those boys in that. Actually, I think those are the. I think that's those students, those kids that they were doing the provisional license exam, the intermediate quote, the one that were helping them. As the teacher's like saying, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be alright." We see the main three, like the one that was the douchebag, the one that was naming Shoto the three weenies, and the one that was touching Kami's ass. As they're looking the tablet to see what's going up, as they are looking at it, as they're like, "Yep." Well, the one that Trump is like, "Yep." As then we get a news reporter filming all this, and she's like studying what's going on. As then she's someone in the corner, she's having a bit. As then she remembers that what Endeavor said, "Look at me." As then we cut to another evacuation center, the one that's not in danger right now. As that Can't You See Kid and his shark friend, and I don't know if we saw that other friend group already. As there, as he's starting to cry, he's also starting to pray for him because oh shit, what's going to happen? Then we see into a, I want to say in recreation center, but I think it's more like an abandoned building somewhere or a place that has just simply where people could hide there. And then we see a woman there who because she has white hair makes me think she also might be connected to the Toroki family similar to Gaten. Also starting to pray. I mean, I don't think there's any importance there. I think it's just supposed to say that everyone's like hoping that praying that everything's gonna go well. As then we see someone going past them, as we see this, they went so fast that you barely could even tell. Like I think it was just like a busted building. Anyone just kind of went in probably a second. I mean, people will notice that in there. As we see the chomper guy be like, after all, we still got, as we see something that looks like a jet, a jet going through it, like literally, it looks like a jet. As we see a close up of it, we see Shoto and Ida there, as we have this guy saying, we still got 5 weenies. Which I got this guy who was the title. This comedy is a bit ridiculous. Like, could you have used his actual name? Like, I got that's how he knows him. That's why we use 5 weenies. But still, couldn't you have done anything better? Just saying this guy a bit too serious and tenacious for it to be just 5 weenies. But yeah, what can you do? I suppose. As we see a show today, I see this whole language. Honestly, I'm kind of starting to think Shoto might be. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ida is supposed to just be far back. 'Cause, he's the one moving everything. But it kind of looks like Ida was burnt to shreds already. But whatever. As we have Nair saying, "Make it in time," as we have Shoto there, which I guess he's just gonna be freezing over Dobby so he doesn't, extra ice, so he doesn't end up dying or anything. Which, to be fair, it must make sense why Shoto would be the final one. Like, he's the one who's been the most majorly affected by all this in negative sense. So he is the one that's gonna be the bad person, come in and solve this issue, even though he doesn't deserve to be even involved in all this. And yeah, I guess that's also why we needed to get the fight between Darby and Shoto so quickly out of the way, because otherwise there would be no fight. Like, Shoto's job in the end to end this whole story arc is literally just freeze over in Darby because he's gonna be more powerful and he's the most powerful ice user in the family. But yeah, anyways, this is it for the chapter. Like, this is a really short chapter. Like, I don't know if I think it's one of those like chapters that has too many double page spreads. Like, I think it's just three. Yeah, just three. No, it was a bit of a only 2 double page spreads and it's all over. Although it's mostly like supposed to like kind of show the tension by having people pray and all that in a visual. Like, it's more like a focus on the visual and talking. So that's the end of the chapter. So yeah, next chapter, I'm guessing it's gonna be finally the concluding to this story. Like, Shoto showing up, gave us his thought, his process, and I don't think we ever got anything. I think when we had like that Todoroki family talk, he was mostly just like Hawk's personal space, and saying we'll handle Dobby together. So I think this is gonna be more of an monologue. Probably also like referencing when they were preparing for the war, saying, "I would really like to sit down and eat Uno with him or something," or asking what his favorite food is. So yeah, we could see something like that next chapter. I mean, I do feel like it's gonna be getting it over it since it's like very last seconds, and I don't think like we need to like despite Dobby being more of an important attacker than Toga, I don't think we need to have Toga be defeat or and the fight of Toga ending before the Dobby thing. So we'll see how things are gonna wrap up here. Which is kind of crazy to think that we got the Dobby wrap up before we even got those like reveals of those idiots who mentioned the plus breakup, but again they don't really matter. But so yeah. But anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.